Hello, and welcome to the 2025 awards presentation for the Kansas State Fair's Scholastic Press Corps. I'm SPC Coordinator Todd Votes, and I'm honored to facilitate this competition. It's so valuable to students and it provides such a unique experience. I love it, and I hope you and your students do too. As a way to increase excitement about this contest, I'm reviving the idea of the awards ceremony. Years ago, the SPC held a banquet after the fair during which they announced the winners. They stopped doing that at one point, and then the awards announcement lost some of its thrill. Through this pre recorded video, though it's not the same as an in person banquet, I hope it makes the announcement more special. So, before I get to the awards, though, I wanted to share some interesting statistics from the 2025 edition of the SPC. This year, 29 different schools participated, which, by counting faces in the team photos I shot, came to about 197 students that participated in the SPC. Of these 197 students, they consisted of 36 individual teams, whether print or video. Speaking of which, there were 21 print teams and 15 video teams. These print and video teams combined to submit 35 total entries. Of these 35, 21 were print, and those 21 print entries equated to 85 individual pages of student journalism designed for print. And of the number of entries we saw, there were 14 video entries, and those 14 video entries equated to a total of 56.7 minutes of video that the students created. Okay, now the reason you are all watching this, the awards. Before I dive in, though, I do need to remind you, especially if you're a video producer out there, don't judge me. I don't do a lot of video work or do much very frequently, but I hope everyone still enjoys what I've produced. And now on with the show. First, we have the print newsletter contest winners, complete with examples of their work. First, for the best headlines category, the winner is Flint Hills Christian School. And the best photography winner is Girard High School. This year's best design category winner is Flint Hills Christian School. The award for best ag story goes to Derby High School. The award for best lead story goes to Manhattan High School. And now for the overall placings. Starting first with fourth place, we have Winfield High School. In third place, Salina South High School. The reserve champion goes to Canton Galva High School. And this year's grand champion is Derby High School. Congratulations to all the print winners. Now, we have the video contest winners, complete with short clips of each winner. The award for best editing goes to Blue Valley North High School.
Hello, Kansans. Welcome to the Kansas State Fair. I'm your host, George Heastand, with BVN. We're going to be taking you through the fair experience today. Thousands visit the Kansas State.
The award for best announcer goes to Winfield High School.
Animals need to eat too. Let's head over to the feed barn.
Livestock is an important part of the state fair. We paid a visit to the feed barn to see how they keep animals.
The award for best B-roll goes to Mays Career Academy.
I got into tarot reading when I was around 16. I went to a teen spiritualist camp in Wells, Kansas called the Sunset Spiritualist Camp. And so that was that's where I got my first reading, and I was like, hey, I like this. Tarot is a mental, emotional, and psychological healing, but it is done intuitively. It is done through channeled information, and together they work together to deliver the message that is for your highest good.
The award for best ag story package goes to Wichita Southeast High School.
Moving along, we'll take a trip to another one of the many agricultural buildings at the fair, the Dairy Tie Barn, where reporter Jasmine Snyder explains what it's like to work with cattle as a dairy farmer.
Every day, dairy farmers take care of the cows to make sure they're in good condition.
You're milking the cows twice a day, taking care of them, making sure that they have good feed, nice fresh water, a good place to sleep.
It's very hard work. It doesn't seem like it if you would watch us in the milk barn because we put milkers on, but we have to make sure that they're completely milked out or it gets very hard on the cow.
The farmers adore their cows and put in great effort to take care of them.
I love teaching. I love the teaching industry. A lot of kids come to see the program and learn a lot about how milk goes from the cow to their dinner table.
Probably the biggest reason is because I like dairy products and I love my dairy cows.
While some people might not know, it's actually marvelously healthy.
Dairy milk is so healthy. Just 8 ounces of milk is packed with 13 vitamins and nutrients. It gives us more energy and it's more hydrating than water.
Make sure to come visit the cows at the State Fair. For BTV, I'm Jasmine Snyder.
And the award for best lead story package goes to Wichita Southeast High School.
Most people come to the fair for a fun-filled day, but who knew you could learn things too? Reporter Jack Elliott takes us to the State Fair Museum to show us the lengthy history it holds about this annual event.
Here at the State Fair, the Layer White House holds the history of the grounds it was built on.
It was built specifically by the Kansas Fair's Foundation, who raised the funds for it, to be a museum to preserve the heritage of the fair.
The museum features rotating attractions that cycle throughout its exhibit every year.
It was come when there was, I think, the race theme one year and the nostalgia theme, which was really neat to see all the old grandstand acts and all that.
This year, what happens inside this building actually happens outside the State Fair.
Well, this year's film is when the fair is not here, when it's not the fair. We're trying to showcase what all the fairgrounds can be used for throughout the year.
Actually, I had a daughter that got married on the fairgrounds, or had her reception, I should say. So we had it next door, so that was really neat too.
And we have the Mennonite Relief Sale, which has also been here since the 70s. That's like usually the second weekend in April. We have had races on the fairgrounds, like the Grand National races, since 1958.
The museum is very important to the State Fair because it helps keep the history of the fair alive.
Well, we're afraid the history is going to get lost. This is like the 110th year, I believe, for the fair.
I think if we'd lose the museum part, that would be very sad, because I think that it's come for us to have an opportunity to appreciate the many, many years of the fair and the many, many people who have built the fair into what it is now.
The State Fair has a lot of history, so go pay the Lair Whitehouse State Fair Museum a visit. For BTV, I'm Jack Elliott.
All right, now we'll get into the overall winners. In fourth place was Winfield High School.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Emma.
And welcome to the 7th day of the 2025 Kansas State Fair.
And in third place, Mays Career Academy.
Hi, I'm Haley with One Mays Media, and today we are at the 2025 Kansas State Fair, where there are rides, food, games, and much more. Let's go get fairified.
And our reserve champion this year is Haven High School.
I'm Jace. And I'm Jackson. And this is a day at the Kansas State Fair. There's so much to see at the Kansas State Fair. Let's ride on over and see what Sierra's doing.
Hey guys, I'm Sierra, and I'm here at the Kansas Board of EMS training, and let's go inside.
And this year's grand champion is Wichita Southeast High School.
And what an utterly fantastic story. Now, learning is fun and all, but I think we all know what people are really here for. The food. But what about those with dietary restrictions? How could they possibly enjoy the fair without delicious food? Believe it or not, there are more options than you might think. A few booths we've spoken to are well aware of potential limitations and have options for people with celiac disease or other allergies.
My husband has celiac, so that is one of the reasons that we have so many options, and we're trying to implement more. Because especially kids, you come to the state fair and it's hard to find stuff. We want everybody to be able to enjoy the food.
But if it gives you an opportunity to still experience the fair to the best of your ability, to get you something here, even at the dairy bar, that you can enjoy, I think everybody's excited about it. So.
Well, I'm glad there are opportunities to have fun at the fair and spend time to the fullest despite sensitivities or allergies. That's all for this year's special episode of BTV Buffs, and we'll see you all next year.
Congratulations to all the video winners. All of the winners and the other entries, as well as the team photos, can be found at ksfspc.wordpress.com. Just click on the 2025 contest information under the contest tab. It'll be updated in a few days from when this video is posted, and it'll have the listing of all the winners. Once again, congratulations to all the winners and participants. Remember, your rosettes and other prizes will be mailed directly to your schools. Also, I will be emailing your team's feedback rubrics to you in the coming days. Those will come to the advisor. As always, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please reach out. I welcome feedback and want to continually improve the contest so it serves the students the best it can. And thank you for being a part of the Kansas State Fair Scholastic Press Corps. Without you all, it wouldn't exist. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Go celebrate your accomplishments. I look forward to seeing you all next year for the 2026 edition of the SPC.